What is going on, guys? Mango12 here, and we are reviewing The Amazing Spider-Man issue 4. So I think this has been out like a week, I'm not too sure, but obviously because of my uni work and all that crazy stuff, I didn't manage to get it reviewed, but now we're here. So in the previous issue, we saw Spider-Man and the Human Torch go face to face, head on with each other, pretty much fighting with each other the entire issue, and then at the end they became friends, they had an understanding, and all that awesome stuff. Now a really interesting character returns in this comic, and it's actually the Lizard, and I am so happy about that because if you remember in the Superior Spider-Man series, actually I think it was Amazing Spider-Man issue 700, the Lizard actually revealed that it was Dr. Curt Connors trapped in the Lizard's body, and that's actually used against him in this, which is just so awesome. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into it, let's see where this issue takes us, let's go! So the issue kicks off with us joining these Zodiac guys on top of what looks to be a mountain or a rooftop or something, looking up at the stars, reading their Zodiac signs. And it's actually said that if they strike now, then Spider-Man of all people will abandon S.H.I.E.L.D. And when I first read that, I kind of found that hard to believe. I almost felt like maybe Spider-Man would surprise them and not abandon S.H.I.E.L.D. But I also realised that there'd probably have to be something major for Spider-Man to abandon his friends. And that's actually what happens. It turns out that Aunt May phones, and they absolutely love how Peter has Aunt May as a priority. Like the moment Aunt May starts ringing, he puts Nick Fury himself on hold to answer Aunt May's call, and I just love how he kind of values family more than anything, and it really suggests that Peter Parker has his priorities straight. He knows where he came from, and he really appreciates the work that Aunt May did with bringing him up, etc. And it's something that's really brilliant to see coming from Peter Parker, especially with his success that he's got right now. But what are the odds that the moment Aunt May and Peter Parker are talking on the phone, they get attacked? Like, that just seems so coincidental. Like, the moment she's actually on the phone to Spider-Man, she ends up in danger. But one of the things that really struck me was when I saw Peter's reaction to this, he literally stood up and shouted at the screen, or the phone, or whatever he was that he was talking to. And I genuinely felt like one of those situations, you know, like when you're watching a movie and you're just kind of like, oh my god, this is going crazy. That is exactly what I thought when I read this part of the comic, and it was done so well. Also, I don't know why, but this just never gets old. Peter Parker always has a few surprises up his sleeve, and I just love how she tries to take control of the ship, and he just ejecto seats her. That is just amazing. Like, no matter what, he's always in control. As he should be, since he is the boss of Parker Industries. He's always ahead of the game compared to everyone else, and I just love that about him. The sheer terror that's actually shown on Aunt May's face is brilliant as well. She genuinely looks like she's running for her life, and as this is happening, Spider-Man comes out of nowhere to save the day, and it's really one of those moments where at the last minute, before Aunt May is pretty much about to be kidnapped or something along those lines, a massive web ball just hits one of the goblins in the face and takes him out. And of course, Spider-Man rolls in, or should I say flies in, with his humorous jokes coming out of his mouth like crazy. We also get to see Peter utilising some new Parker Industries technology, and that is something to do with the web airbag or something. So as you can see on screen, he crashes his ship, and he actually has airbags implanted into his suit, obviously to protect him from impacts like this. And they have literally thought of everything. They've got a spider cycle, they've got a spider spaceship, they've got some mad spider, like, I don't know what else they've got, but they've pretty much thought of everything, and they are changing the world as they go. So I have a pretty big feeling that Parker Industries is literally changing the future for the better, but somehow in the future, something's going to be used against Peter to do with Parker Industries. Maybe Dr. Octopus will come back, because I do know that he was at the end of the first Amazing Spider-Man issue 1 comic, which was 3 issues ago. I don't know why I said the first, well, yeah, you get what I mean. But what I'm saying is, Parker Industries literally has everything, like S.H.I.E.L.D. So it's going to be interesting to see what other things we get to see in the future, as for technology-wise anyway. I don't know, it's just really interesting to think about. Something that we've also started to notice in this new Amazing Spider-Man series is Peter can pretty much do whatever he wants. Like, he provides stuff for S.H.I.E.L.D. and he can literally put Nick Fury on hold, he can abandon S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that crazy stuff. And there aren't really, of course there's consequences, but it's not like Peter Parker is a servant of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. He's more of the boss, more than S.H.I.E.L.D. is. And I love Nick Fury's reaction to that, where he says that he's going to kill him when he gets his hands on him. I thought that was brilliant. But something that's even more outrageous than that is that the Zodiacs, all the people that they've been going after, they are all fake. Which means that the Zodiacs have something bigger in store. They have a bigger plan. That was just something to distract S.H.I.E.L.D. I also want to point out that panel back there where Spider-Man saw the 2 children like that he's going to save, and he literally took off sprinting. It very much reminded me of the Civil War trailer with Black Panther when he was just full on sprinting under that like bridge on dual carriageway or motorway or whatever it was. And it was just so awesome to see Spider-Man take off like that. You could see that he had sheer speed. and it was awesome. The position that I think Peter Parker / Spider-Man is in right now as well, I think, like, in terms of, like, working and, you know, like, Parker Industries and all that, I like how it opens him up to being able to do things for other people. So, for instance, right here, this girl actually gives him an idea, and he straight up just says, "Congratulations, you are the winner of the first college scholarship of Parker Industries." And I love how he can kind of just change people's life like that. Like, if he actually follows through with that, like, I hope he does. Maybe that girl will become a major character in the future or something who ends up working at Parker Industries. I have no idea. But the fact that he can just straight up say stuff like that is awesome. Like, Spider-Man is literally changing the lives of other people through not only him doing good acts with being Spider-Man, but also with being Peter Parker and with Parker Industries and all that crazy stuff. And it's really awesome just to see all that kind of fall together nicely into this little universe that he's kind of creating for himself. Something that really hit me when he said it was when he said to Aunt May that he would stop the world for her, and I thought that was just amazing for him to say that, suggesting that Peter genuinely really does put Aunt May at the top of his priorities, and I think that's just amazing for him to say that to her, especially coming from Spider-Man as well. Like, she doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Now, we do also get that shocking twist there where the guy actually refused having the solar panels put back in his city again, and I'd just like to point out that this guy is declining it because he doesn't know that this guy on the phone is the genuine bad guy. So of course, just like all the Amazing Spider-Man comics, we get kind of like a cliffhanger, and this one involves the Lizard. Now, what you've got to remember is that the Lizard is no longer the Lizard, it's Dr. Curt Connors trapped in the Lizard's body, and I really felt for Dr. Curt Connors at this moment in time because he's actually pretty much being put against his will to do something bad, to work with this menacing guy because he has his wife and daughter. Wait, what? He has his wife and son. Sorry about that, kid. And I don't know about you guys, but did you notice that the very last panel looked like the Amazing Spider-Man issue 692, I think it is? I'll probably put the picture on screen. But yeah, guys, so what did you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, you already know my thoughts on this comic, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It wasn't amazingly brilliant, but it was very nice to see Peter putting Aunt May as a priority and kind of just abandoning S.H.I.E.L.D. straight up. Nothing really happened though. It was basically an attack on some solar panels, and that was it. And we're only in like the 4th issue so far though, so obviously I don't think anything's going to get anything major until around the 7th or 8th issue, or maybe the 9th issue, so yeah, we'll just have to wait until then. But in the meantime, if you want to keep up to date with all the comic updates and all my video updates, follow me on my Facebook page and follow me on my Twitter. I'm also going to see Star Wars: The Force Awakens again for the 2nd time tonight, so I'll probably be posting some tweets as well talking about that. And also, if you want to know what I'm doing in my free time, I'm not editing these videos, follow me on Instagram. I'm still doing a Spidey issue 1 physical comic giveaway on my Instagram on there as well. The link will be in the description. And last but not least, guys, hit the subscribe button for more, hit the like button, and I will see you all later.